I saw so many people saying that you were a sellout, and it started pissing me off.
Yeah.
And that's why I put it there. It wasn't
You
for
came to my
clickbait.
defense. Yeah. See, and that's the thing. But when someone doesn't know you, you think it's clickbait. If I know you, it's like, oh, of course it's not clickbait. She's defending me. But when you don't know you, and the first thing you see is LaRussell was a sellout and an Asian woman, it's like, who is? It's like what? But it was really dope, you know. And I was excited to do this. And then once you got here and we started chopping it up, it's like, oh, you one of us.
Am I?
Yeah.
Really?
Not like blacks.
Okay.
Like one of us, like the type of person we are.
Oh, what's that?
It's hard to explain. You just have to meet one to know one.
Yeah. No, I think we love music and we love people.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it's exciting. Like, so actually let's talk about that post. I'm sure you've talked about this a million times, and that's why I came to your defense, because independence is not, it doesn't mean you have to be poor. It doesn't mean that you have to be small.
Right.
It actually means that you had the ability to scale yourself with you and your amazing team that I've gotten to meet. And you are smart. And you walked into that room with leverage. And then everybody that came on my page, you got a lot of pushback, but so did I. I don't know if you saw my post. Like, there's hundreds of, like, there's thousands of comments saying,
they're like, shut the fuck up and be a woman.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, what do you, I'm sure you've answered this question, but I think everybody wants to know, what was that like to, like, does it bother you by any chance? To be honest.
I mean, like, as a human, there's a partial that always is going to bother you. Like if someone's shaking your cage, part of you is going to be like, I'll bite the fuck out of you, you know? But there's the other part of being successful and working so hard and knowing that this comes with that, where it's like, you know, the noise always comes from below you. You know, it's always the floor below using the broomstick to hit your ceiling.
Because everybody that I know in my life who have been good people have only wanted to lift me up. Man.
You know, people who are doing well in their life and enjoy their life want to see other people succeed really bad. It's almost like a core principle that's built into you. You can't not want to, you know. So those who do the opposite, is very clear, like how you live in and how you feel about yourself.
I actually got into a fight with somebody because of you last Friday.
Wow, getting down for me?
I did.
Come on.
He was there to witness it.
Wow.
Actually. And almost.
It's deep.
Because you know, basically I was like, I'm so excited to go, you know, meet LaRussell, and then this specific person was like, he's a sellout. Like, he got all of his fans by telling everyone to be independent. And he also said something like, he grew his community on the education of, like, everybody needs to stay independent. You're not supposed to be signed. And I was like, that's
untrue.
I said, you're very dumb. And then, you know, I had to go into the whole spiel of my post, right?
Yeah.
To explain to him that it's not anti-scale. Businesses are supposed to grow, and there's potential for growth for everybody, even if it starts with one person as you grow your team. And the team is fucking smart. Right? And it's like, why would anybody want them to be, like, I don't understand. And I also said, most likely it's a distribution deal. I don't know if you've told anybody what that deal is about specifically, but you own your masters.
I own everything.
He owns everything.
I'm in full control of my creative, my output. I just released an album last week. Within the same deal with a completely different distributor. You feel me?
So you have complete freedom to do what you want.
Why would I work this hard and this long to build? This is mine. You know, why would I do all this to then go and be a slave to anyone? Like, you know, it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. But the world, everyone isn't that logical. Some people, they only know one way. They're like, well, everybody else that we know who signed is in this or this. And it's like, it's 2026. We don't have to abide by those same principles. And I'm someone who's like, I've made my legacy of being a genius and being innovative. That didn't stop when January hit this year.
That's right. I don't like to use the word signed either. I want to say you partnered.
Yeah.
You partnered with
and
them.
verbiage is, that's why people feel how they feel.
Yeah.
But it's also like, no matter what you say,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It really doesn't, because people have their own opinions about things, and their own failures get in the way of seeing other people's success. This is how but honestly, you say genius. I found out that you were in aerospace.
Yeah.
Like, that was your past career?
Yeah, but I mean, I wasn't like making rockets
I
and
know,
shit. I was just on a production floor.
But still,
Yeah.
that's your like background, right?
Yep.
And then what was your exit strategy? How did you know that I'm not gonna do 9 to 5 anymore? Like, this is it. I'm letting that go.
Even then, I was genius, but I didn't understand my genius then. I started off on the floor there, and I was the guy who came in and changed the entire output of the company and how we produce things and get them out the door. Because I sat and read every procedure and was like, hey, we don't have to do it this way. We could actually do it this way. And I innovated process there and didn't even know, because I was just being myself, trying to find an easier way to not do my job.
Genius.
And I got so good at that they were like, we want to move you up to the admin side. And I started doing like contract stuff and working with SAP systems.
How old were you during that time?
I turned 21 at that job. So this is probably like 24. I would think I was there from 2014 to 2019.
So about 5 years.
Yep.
Wow.
And then when I got up to admin, I got really good at what I did. So I had a lot of free time, and I used to be there working on like bookings and trying to get shows and doing Excel spreadsheets. That's how I learned how to use Excel and all of these tools I used to build my business and my company. And I finally got to a point, in 2018, I released my first album, and I started throwing my own independent shows. So by 2019, I was having enough success to be like, I think I could do this. And I just jumped.
So I think I could do this? Like, so there was a little bit of fear.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
It was still, I think, I was still broke and struggling. So, it was still like I think it's possible, because I've had some success to tell me I can, but not enough success to tell me that I will.
That's right. There are no guarantees in life though, right?
Yeah, no.
There's so many people here that are struggling with that. They have this intense fear of failure, this intense fear to make that leap of faith.
Yeah.
What can you tell them in this process of like how to get clarity on what the right choice is?
What I've learned is, on the other side of fear is always a better life. I've never faced a fear and got worse. Like, I've only improved, either as a human or in my skill. Every time I faced a fear, I became far better than I was prior to facing it. And sometimes you have to build your confidence, and you can only build your confidence through repetition. I thought I could do it because I was doing so many shows and open mics and performances that I was like, I didn't feel like an amateur going into the field I was going into. I put enough reps in to believe in myself. When it's your first time doing something, it's really hard to believe. Some people just have blind belief where they like, nigga, it's my first time and I'm gonna be the best. But for me, I did it 100 times to be like, I think I could do this.
Oh. So you had a lot of shows prior to actually doing
quitting. Yeah, for sure.
Where were you performing at? And how did you get
my first show was at a local theater here. I rented a theater, and I was the first hip hop show there in a long time. Probably like 40, 50.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's actually a lot. That's a lot for you.
It's funny. It was when I was on stage, I was like, man, there's hella people here. But when I remember looking at like a video somebody posted, and I was like, damn, it was not a lot of people there at all. Like, the whole second half was empty, but that front area,
it was a big number.
It was, and it was family. It was family and friends. It was really my initial community that showed up for me, and it was really dope.
That's amazing. So, how's life now? Like, after that whole signing thing, January, has anything changed for you at all?
A lot and not a lot. Like, I'm still living like, this is what I built for myself. It's like, this is like it.
Home.
Yeah.
And when I was like interacting with you and your team, I could feel the love that you have for each other. but it's also like very. I saw you're giving your mom money to go eat lunch, and it's just this feels very different.
You know, it's hella funny. On the way here, I was telling T, I was like, man, I'm really grateful for the situation I have. Like, I live with a lot of my homies. You know, I have a compound, and I built it specifically for the purpose of, like, I want to be around the people who are helping me building what I'm building. And we see each other out of 365 days. Some of us see each other 365, but some 300, some 250.
Jeez.
You know, and to have that hasn't. I've been trying to build that vision for a long time, and I've had to reset several times to get what I wanted. But now it's like, even on my compound, I can walk to any unit in space and see my niggas, and it's like, we're happy that we do what we do. You know, everybody has, even on the tough days, everybody is like, this is what we want to do though.
That's community. That's real community building. And I see that the way that you interact with your fans, it's very different and unique as well. Because
I know they families.
That's what it looks like. Like, and it's interesting because when I see your content and I see children rapping your verses and you highlighting them, putting your arms around them and hyping them up, it's like, I was telling you this, but I truly believe it. There's no other rapper in the world that does what you do. Because honestly, children are inspired by you. Adults find, home with you. They feel like they belong with you, but so do the children.
Right.
So it is a family business, because literally parents and their child can come to your show and enjoy it together. And their grandparents. And they're
watching to 80s. That's our saying.
Who's like that?
That's our demo. Babies to 80s. I had a grandmother come, and she grabbed the mic and she was like, I'm so grateful I have somewhere to bring my grandson where he's nourished in this way. At a rap show. You know, like, that's special. That's special.
More than special. It is a blessing from God, for reals. It really is. Because if you think about it, and I know you talk about this a lot about hip hop, and I know there's some controversy with what was said about, talking about, but and I truly believe this. Like, I wore Crocs today because of you.
Wow.
And I said, children wear Crocs and think it's cool because of you. They don't have the desire to wear chains because of you. They don't have the desire to look like they're going to beat somebody else up because of you. And there's positivity added to your music and the way that you share it with everybody. Did you know it was going to be like that?
Hell nah. No, you can't. I was just telling one of the homies on text. I was like, man, some weather you can't forecast. Some weather you just can't forecast. The news might say it's gonna be something else, but it's like, you can't. It's God is the one who determines what the weather is gonna be that day or that season. And this was one of those things. Like, I never imagined walking out my house into my backyard to 250 people, and it looks like a United Nations meeting. You know, like, you can't.
All colors.
All ages, all color, all races, every walk of life, celebrating hip hop and a human. And it's so much bigger than hip hop with me. Like, it's really them coming to celebrate the human.
The human.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Come on.
It is so beautiful. And then your name, Good Company. How did you come up with that name?
I really don't have like full memory. I've had several just like names and things I've caught, but a saying that always kind of stuck with me was, your mama say you judge by the company you keep. And good company just
what
feels
is good
like
company?
Is what you walked into. It's the reason, like, the whole time he's been setting up, we just been chilling and laughing. The whole time. And it's freedom, it's liberation. Like, you could just be yourself. It's like, hey, no, this you? Cool.
Don't say what you said to me, and let's not talk.
Man, she was saying
let's not talk about
but it's that freedom to like be, and no one's like, oh, I can't believe you did that or said that. It's like, bro, as long as there's no malice and niggas ain't hurting nobody, it's like, bro, be free and be expressive and dance and jump and laugh and talk and You know, like be that.
Yeah, but you also have very strong infrastructure because it's not all fun and games.
Oh yeah,
they call you the vending machine, right? For a reason,
when
right?
it's trying to get to business, you know. But even our business is fun and games. Like when you come to our shoots and sets, you would think we just fucking around. You know, it's like it's that, but we also is like we know what we want to accomplish and achieve too.
What is in the works for LaRussell for 2026?
You just kind of.
Well, here's the thing, because you just said,
yeah,
like, we have fun, but we have goals.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, what are your goals? Because honestly, like, you know how I found you was your song Dreams?
Oh, you new here.
Like, I'm new, but not that new. I'm old. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm 45. I'm almost 45.
Wow.
Yeah. So, like, I am busy.
Damn.
Shut up.
Nah, I'm just fucking around. I had to get it off. I had to get it off. You don't look 45. I didn't know.
But I am. I have 3 kids.
That's half of 90.
Yeah.
No, we just fucking around. I had to get it off. No, 4 decades.
But I have 3 kids. I have 2 kids in college.
Wow.
So it's like I'm busy. It's hard to listen to new music.
Yep. And they gotta find you.
It's really gotta find you. But I found your song Dreams.
Wow.
And I didn't really know who you were, but the words. And now I'm asking you the very question that you put in the song. What is your dream?
Honestly, in 2021, I had made a video. I kept saying it over and over. I was like, I'm building Disneyland. And I didn't fully grasp what that meant then. Right. I get these downloads from the universe and it'd be like, this is what it is. And I feel it so strongly. I'm like, I'm gonna have bleachers and an amphitheater in my back. And I feel it so strongly. And I've never knew what it meant, but I kept saying it and it kept coming out. And I feel like that's still the path I'm on. It's like, I'm building Disneyland, whatever that looks like for a little black kid from Vallejo that did it this way.
Disneyland is for everybody.
Everybody loves Disneyland.
Disneyland is for everybody.
Yeah.
It's for the babies, for the grandparents, for the couples, to go out on a date, for families. It's for friends, for high school kids. It's for everybody.
It's something that we all feel familiar to. People travel from all over the world to come to Disneyland. We had people come in from Australia, China, Paris to come to Disneyland. China for real. That one hit you, huh?
Yeah. Let's get back on track.
But yeah, Disneyland.
Yeah.
You know, and I could see it fully in my head. Like one day we're going to have a huge, there's this place in Vallejo called McIntyre Ranch that I've been thinking about just buying for the past few years.
What is it?
Like as a major goal. It's an old ranch that's just like land. Like it's nothing but just land right now. Dirt? They got like goats and llamas and just old buildings.
Do they come with the ranch?
Yeah.
The goats, llamas, everything?
Everything gonna be with the ranch.
Does it have like, is it just dirt or is there like props?
It's like, it ain't been tended to in a long time, you know?
What would you like to do with that compound?
Disneyland.
Really?
Like we're gonna build the whole merch facility, sound stages, content facilities, admin, school, education.
Wow.
You know, everything. Like it's enough to have everything there.
It's that big.
Yeah, it's huge.
How much is it?
I think it's like 1.9 million right now.
1.9 million? GoFundMe, everybody. No, 1.
But it's gonna take, 10, 15 million to develop that land. That's right. You know?
That's right.
It ain't just acquiring it. It's like you got to be able to develop and build it.
It sounds like you still want to stay in Vallejo.
Yeah, I'm not going nowhere.
Ever.
I have to be here.
Why?
I have to be here.
Tell me why.
Because when I grew up here, I never experienced nobody famous or successful. And that made me, it took me until I was a fucking adult to be like, oh, I could really become something of myself. You know, like the options that I thought I could be.
Yeah.
Was very, very limited in life because I didn't see it. And that's not to say when you don't see it, it's hard to become, but it's really hard to be what you never see. You know, you don't consider it as I never grew up thinking I could be a scientist or a doctor or a lawyer, but that's some people's, that's their normal path.
Right.
You know, it's like,
Right.
yeah, I'm gonna be a nurse when I grow up. I didn't think that shit. You feel me? So me being here and being in the community and seeing these kids, and they're like, oh yeah, I was in LaRussell back. They think it's so possible. We got little homies who rap, who like, I'm gonna be a rapper. Like it ain't nothing to that.
Right.
You know, and it's a reality for them because they get to live it out and they get to see someone live it out in front of them.
Usually people who made it, they leave their hometown.
Yeah.
You're expanding inside your hometown.
Mm-hmm.
And cultivating and nurturing the people that are here.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
It's abnormal.
It is abnormal. Yeah. Is what I'm saying.
But it's necessary. Like our heroes need to be at home. Our heroes need to be at home. All of them. Like we need to be able to wake up and go to school and see our heroes and be like, oh, I'm going to do that. Right.
Yeah.
You know how important and vital that is to the ecosystem?
It is.
And beyond that, it grows the city. I brought more people into Vallejo than Marine World. You feel me? Like in these past 3 years, I can guarantee you crazy. The numbers match.
That's crazy. Wow. Here.
You know what I mean?
Dang. Marine World needs to step up their game.
Nah, I'm Disneyland. Disneyland.
That's amazing. Man, this is so... I'm still sitting here and I'm looking at this and I like envision this not being here and what it took.
This shit used to just be dirt.
That's what I'm saying. And like just the things that
oh God.
And you had to envision it, think about it, draw it up, get the money for it, actually hire people to do it or build it yourself, paint it. All the steps that it took to build this.
Every piece in here was brought in here by humans in their hands. Every piece in here, I got to touch some of it. I moved some dirt around. Every single piece, every turf, everything. Like this is really something. The first iteration of the pergola was a drawing on a piece of paper that I did and gave to Chalberto.
I want to see that. I want to see that.
Crazy.
You know? That is crazy because that's very rare. People all dream about things and they all desire things. Very few take the steps to actually do it.
They don't know they can. But I truly believe any thought that God gives me, I can make into the real world. Like I could bring into fruition. Like, and it took me a while to get there. But once I realized like, oh, I get thoughts that other people don't get. You know, like that's when you realize this is like specifically for you, so I could actually bring it to fruition because some of my homies don't get the thoughts that I get.
Michael Jackson said the same thing, right? They say the same thing about how they feel like they get something from God and they have to go and do it at that exact moment.
Yeah.
But you know why it works? It's because it was from God. Because if it was from God, God gives you the favor. Don't you think? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's on your side. If he gave it to you, you're just a vessel at that point.
If he gave it to you, he's going to give you everything you need to bring it to life.
And all you have to do is be obedient to the calling.
Sheesh.
We're not at church or anything, but...
That's how it is here, though.
It's like...
That's how it is here.
Because it has to be greater than just me or my money or my fame or my songs.
Right, or my cars, or my clothes, or my chains.
Yeah, it is. And that's why this feels so... Like, I'm inspired just sitting next to you and hearing your story and sitting here in your backyard.
Fire.
I am.
Wow. Inspired by a sellout.
I am.
Incredible.
And to imagine that my little clickbaity post...
It did it.
Caught your eye.
Yep.
Did you think... that was clickbaity, but I'm going to leave a comment.
Yeah. Yeah. When I seen it, it was just like, I'm intrigued. I see everything, you know, not everything, but the things that are like moving,
sure.
I see, you know, I'm really tapped in. Like, you know, this is something that only happens because I'm very in tune. And I'm like, oh no, let's come discuss and do it in a real way. You feel me? So it was just something that I thought was really dope. After I seen it, I was like, this is a really dope piece of content. You get it.
What do you mean? It really was me just being angry at stupid people.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. It's like,
Yeah.
you guys are not using your brain.
But everyone isn't willing to publicly defend what's right. There's some people who text me, hey, bro, you're not wrong. Hey, bro, don't worry. But they won't say that publicly.
Interesting.
They won't join the conversation and say, fuck y'all niggas. Y'all ain't gonna do this to him. Everyone's not willing to do that. Some people are just willing to silently
support
watch the world destroy you and be like, oh, I got you. And it's like, no, you don't. You know? Everyone's not willing to be like, nah, nigga, y'all wrong.
That's so true. I like telling the truth. I don't know about you. Even if the truth may make people hate me, I want to be able to sleep at night. You know, I didn't even really, I didn't know you. I never met you.
Yeah.
And I felt this immense need to defend not you as an artist, but what you built and how you built it, and knowing all these things, what it takes to go in that room with your team,
man,
and be at that table,
man.
But the table was built by you. I don't think people really understand what kind of work needed to happen for that to occur.
And that's what you fight for. You know, it's like, it's beyond the human. When you see somebody build something like that, that's what you fight for. You know, you can't let people take that down or degrade what that is, because it's like that's all of our freedom. That's what we all wish for.
Right.
We all wish to be that free and have a horse.
Did you see what I said at the end of that video? I said, if y'all were there at that table and you had the opportunity to partner up and do that, y'all would have done it.
They never would be at that table though.
Exactly.
And that's
the problem. That's why
that's exactly
people say what they do.
Exactly. Yeah. That's where the energy comes from. Why do you get to be at the table? That's really what it is. That's really what it's about.
It really is. You know, and envy and jealousy and bitterness is a very dangerous feeling to have. I don't have those feelings. I love work.
You haven't.
I love seeing other people win. I love winning. And like you said, all the things that have happened in my life, the failures and the difficulties, and you know, you make fun of me growing up in the ghetto, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, that has made me who I am today.
Right.
And I'm excited about life every day. I'm excited the fact that I have the opportunity to sit here and talk to you and us share ideas.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like people can either love life or they can hate life. They can either love people or hate people.
Right.
It's a choice.
But
it's not that hard.
It's not an external thing. They hate themselves. Like, they wake up and they look in the mirror and they're like, damn, I'm still not successful.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm still not where I want to be.
Yeah.
Damn, I still don't like who I am.
Yeah.
And you go out to the world and the first person you see, you pour that on. You put that on. And we've all been there, you know, and that's how you can see it. That's why I was saying earlier, like, it bothers you as a human at some point, but eventually you realize, like,
yeah,
this is who I'm arguing with, you know?
And then you just, you know, and you can't save everybody either. That's what I've realized. We just got to keep doing us.
Save who you can.
That's right. How's the 100,000 thing going?
Incredible. You know what's really dope? Someone bought an album today for $20,000.
Somebody beat
and the album's already out.
Wait. I know. Wait.
Yep.
Who?
A Bay Area tech company called Earn In.
Wow.
$20,000 for an album. The album's already on streaming.
Jesus Christ.
Another world record. I hold the top 100 world records for highest digital album sold.
That's crazy. I thought, wow, Gary V, 18,000 something, 750. 20,000?
20,000.
Someone's gonna pay 25.
Come on. And I'm giving half of that 20,000 back to the community. We're about to do another community relief fund.
Oh my god.
We're giving 10,000 away. We paying rent again. Sellout.
You're such a sellout.
I
You know,
know.
you're just
I
going
know.
out
I
to the
keep selling out this
community.
backyard. I can't stop. I can't stop.
Oh man, this is so good.
Yeah.
I wish I could see the comments. I'm sure people are asking questions, but I can't. I can't. Maybe you could.
What's on the chat?
Baby chat, you can ask questions now.
I love this interview. I love the dialogue. I love
legendary. Legendary.
Being the representation you didn't have growing up is such a real inspiration.
Oh wow.
Fire.
Wow.
Someone earlier said this looked like an episode of Teletubbies.
That's hilarious. It's me.
That's so crazy because of the convert. Dude. See?
Yeah. I'm finna take that. I'm finna take that on one.
See?
I'm finna take that on one. We need a new one.
Oh. We have so much work to do. You know?
Get to do though.
It's so much work that we get to do.
Yep.
And it's you just getting started.
Man.
I have this like
you know it's crazy. I just had that light bulb go off the other day of like, damn, this is actually my rookie season.
That's right.
I got 42 albums.
I know, I saw that.
This is my rookie season of having support and a machine and infrastructure to help me propel my vision. I got all the way here alone with my niggas. And people don't even understand how crazy of an achievement that is to be
it's
in the same conversation.
And
I never left here. All my content was here. Impossible. Like, you go look at my old visualizer. Yeah. It's like, I'm here. We did it from here.
So how did you do it?
I worked really hard. Termite. I worked really hard.
Wow.
Everything that was in front of me, I figured out a way to get around.
What kind of cars did you have?
Cars?
Yeah.
My first car was an Infiniti i30.
That's a nice car.
Yep. And then I had got a Mustang, my GT
That's
coupe.
A nice car too.
And then I had got a motorcycle. And then I haven't had a car since. Well, I just recently got a car actually. I just got a car after 6 years.
Like a nice one.
No, not really. My mechanic was like, "Hey, I got this car for $5,000." And I was like, cool.
So you're telling me that after somebody paid $20,000 for an album, $18,000 for an album, and you're making all this money, you're not going to go out and buy a nice car?
No. I got really nice speakers and subwoofers, though. And I got bleachers.
You're so abnormal.
There's some questions wrong in there.
Okay, say to us. Yeah.
Andy asks, what would he say is the biggest thing that kept him going?
What's the biggest thing that kept me going? I really feel like God ordained me in a way. Like I got a fire that burns inside me that I can't put out. And I try. Some days I'm like, I don't want to do this shit no more. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you have to, because this is what I made you to do. And you're the only one who can carry out this mission and this task. Neo.
Wow.
You're the one.
Wow.
You're the one. You're the one who has to do it, or it's not going to happen.
Wow. What's your favorite movie?
Lion King.
Did you know that song is saying, "Oh, it's a lion"? Did you know that?
I just
Did you guys know that?
I just found that out.
Did you know that those lyrics are, "Oh, it's a lion"?
And you know what's so crazy about social media?
What the heck?
Is he could have been lying.
Is he?
And we just gonna carry that out. That's the funniest part. He's like, bro, I'm from Compton. I don't even know what the fuck he's saying. I just made that shit up.
I don't think he was lying.
No, it's possible he wasn't though.
I don't know. All I know is that part he's saying is, "Oh, it's a lion."
But it is.
I know, but you didn't think that they're saying, "Oh, it's a lion."
What else would I say here? What else would I say here?
Oh God, the next king or something like that.
That's hella funny.
It's the most on the nose, like I just thought that was so
That's
funny.
hella funny.
Any other questions?
What was the biggest turning point in your career?
Ooh.
The biggest turning point in my career? I think meeting Tieta was the biggest turning point.
Wow.
Like,
she's right there, everybody.
Because
wow.
I felt like Tieta was the first person to come in that was like, nigga, I'm as dedicated and committed to this as you are. And I'm finna do everything I can to make this shit go where it needs to go, even if you don't do it.
I've been in this industry a long time, and that's very, very beyond rare. Beyond rare.
And it's like, T just started being my manager about 2 years ago. Wow. But prior to that, she was doing everything that I used to do. She would take on, let me take that off and you go do that, you know, like whatever. Like,
did she do
I start going viral on TikTok.
Was that your idea? The one shot, the when you guys go in and do
the one take video.
The one take.
That's me. That's me.
That's
me. That's always been me.
I thought that was okay.
No, I'm the creative guy, but
okay.
T's creative too. But she's just like T the reason I started going viral on TikTok. She came to my crib one day and was like, "Give me all the clips you had." I had hundreds of pieces of content, but I wasn't distributing properly. And she said, "Give me everything you have." Within the first week or second week of her posting on TikTok, it started going viral, and I started getting calls.
Wow.
And yeah.
He's the genius. I'm the system.
That's not what he said.
I'm the genius. She the system.
System. I thought you said assistant.
Nah, system.
The system.
Yeah, assistant to assistant genius. Co-genius.
Co-genius. Co-genius.
One piece of advice you would give your younger self and why?
Man, none. That nigga got all the way here. He went from Vallejo, from the same yard that used to be dirt and buckwheat, and built bleachers and a stage and met Jay-Z. I have no advice for him. Just go.
That's
just
so
go.
good. That is so good. That's so good.
We got a question
over there. Question over there.
Yeah. If I were building a brand or a business right now, what would you focus on first for long-term growth and financial stability?
If we're building a brand right now, what will we focus on first for long-term growth and financial stability? A great product. I think that's the very, very first thing. Make a great, undeniable product that people have a need for. I think that's the step a lot of people try to skip today, because we're all just like, what's the trend? You know, what's moving? What do people like? What is cool? But I would really make something that's like, only I could make this. And it's really special and necessary for the people who believe how I believe. And I think that takes care of a bulk of the work. You know, that's we were saying earlier with the song, like, you only need one, you know, but beyond music, any product, like, make something really great, really hone your sword and your craft. And then, because a great product does 75% of the marketing itself.
Thank you. Thank you, Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit.
Are there days I wake up and I don't want to do it? And what do I do to get over it? I go hiking. I go biking.
Skiing.
I pickleball. I hang with my kids. I see my mama. I live with a lot of my homies, so, you know, it's kind of hard to stay in that space, even when I'm trying really hard and I'm dedicated to like being like low. Somebody is like, bro, come on, you know. So it's a really beautiful thing. But yeah, it's plenty of days where I wake up. It meant, even as a recent, you know, when you wake up one day and everyone's like, you're a sellout, shut up, you can't rap, you shouldn't make no opinions, your statement's invalid, you don't mean nothing, what the fuck is wrong with you, you should never, you know, like, when you wake up, no matter how much confidence and belief you've had instilled into yourself, that still chips away at you, you know, because it's like, it's by the thousand. And whether 10,000, even if 100,000 people is telling a lie, you're going to still have a part of you that's like, is this real, you know, or not? And that's something that, when you know what I've done, is like, you have to go through that. There's been times, you know, I've turned down huge label offers to stay independent because it didn't align, and then I'm broke at the end of the year, and I got to figure out, like, damn, I wish I would have done that. You know, there's so many times that I want to go back to a regular journey and a regular life, but that's not what was like destined for me. There's times where I don't want to, like, I just want to go to the store and get what I want to get. I don't want to stop and have to talk to everyone, It's like the human things that I used to be able to just enjoy and things that I used to take for granted don't exist for me no more. Like I can never, even if I lost everything and became like on drugs and hella shit, niggas would be like, oh, that's the nigga who was famous who now on dope, like it never leaves me because I've gotten to this height. And I don't even have a world to go back to. There's no job that could pay me what I've built for myself. I would literally, it would be over, So it's like just living that way and understanding it is an abnormal life. You can't really get accustomed to it. It's not normal to have this. The fact that I still get to sit here like a normal person and do this is such a blessing to me that I'm really grateful for, because nothing about this life is normal anymore. So it's a consistent push and pull of like, damn, I'm too deep to quit. And I'm also so far away from the start that it's like, why would you quit?
Yeah. That's deep. That is deep.
So we get a lot of artists complaining, like, I don't want to make content. I don't want to.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was good to hear. That somebody that is doing everything.
Yeah.
Feel what they feel. They get up and do it anyway.
Man, a lot of that is I don't want to win. That's what they're saying, and that's all it sums up to. I've had all those similar feelings and thoughts, and it's like, well, do you want what you want or no? Because all of that is saying I don't want to win. That's like an NBA player saying I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to shoot 1,000 shots. I don't want to go run. I don't want to get conditioned. That's what comes with being the greatest and doing your job. So, you at that point it's like, well, lower your expectations then, because you're not going to have the career or the path that you think you're going to have, or you're not going to have the life that you think you're going to have, because you don't want to do the work it takes to get it.
That is correct. That is correct. Nobody had to force Kobe to
no
go
one.
Like you had to pull his ass out, like the first to be there, the last to leave.
Man, me and T, we got a saying of like, if I had to pull you off the couch, you're probably not the person. I've had people that I brought in that's like, oh, what you doing? Oh, I wasn't doing nothing. And then you bring them in and it's like, damn, they not really doing what you need to do. And it's like, yeah, that's why they was on the couch. You feel me? Like if I had to get you off the couch, then you probably not gonna be the right person for the job.
That's true. But compassion, like that's the thing, is that people that work hard, and I'm sure you feel this way too, we feel like we can show people how to be this way. But the thing is, I don't think you can teach people to work hard.
You can't.
You can't, right? You can teach people to work harder from working hard. Like you can inspire one another to go spur each other, right?
Something or it doesn't.
But if you lazy, you're gonna be lazy. Like you can't force somebody to believe in themselves and do the hard things.
And because they don't get the feeling. Like if I'm climbing a mountain and I put you on my back and we get to the top, you're gonna want to jump off. Because you don't belong there. Sure. And you're going to feel everything inside you is going to be like, why am I here? How did I get here? You don't know what it's like to climb a mountain.
That is so true too. I want to climb the mountain.
Come on.
Let
me drive that boat.
I want to climb the mountain. And I think you've climbed the mountain. And everybody watching right now, y'all have to love the pain. Like the pain can't even be pain no more. And like, this is true because you know why? The gratitude that comes with knowing that we get to do what we love, that's bigger than the pain.
Man.
And it's like, if you don't feel that way, then don't do it.
Man.
Don't do it. What are you gonna, you're not gonna be rich. You're not gonna be famous. Your music probably sucks because you don't work hard anyways. Right. So just stop at this point.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
Hey, and what's beautiful about that? There's some people who would hear that speech and be like, man, she's so mean. And they will stop.
Good.
Because they feel like you.
Good, stop.
And it is good.
Like, stop.
It is because the people who you can stop are the people who was never gonna make it.
That's what I'm saying.
Cause you can't stop the niggas who was going. You could tell a nigga who gonna make it everything to stop them, and nothing will.
That's right.
You could tell them they can't do this. They can't have their own ticketing. They can't build their own backyard shit. They can't have their own distribution. They can't sell their music for $20,000. You could tell the niggas who gonna make it anything, and it won't stop them ever.
Yeah.
It's just noise.
It's just noise. That's right. So that's why my followers, they know me. They know I'm a bitch. They know they know that I am a lover of the truth. And I speak it even when it's hard. And that's why they're your fans.
Come on.
And that's why our communities align.
Come on.
And that's why they are so excited to be here with you. And that's why I got on a plane 5 o'clock in the morning.
Come on.
To come and see you and your team.
Yeah.
In this backyard. And I'm inspired.
Mutual.
But anyways, thank you, chat, for being with us. Oh my gosh.
This is what a post online saying LaRussell is a sellout could get you.
Such a sellout.
I encourage you all.
Quotation marks. Quotation marks. Use the clickbait, everybody. Be smart. No, it's actually stand up for the truth.
Stand up for the truth and quit.
Just stop.
Yeah. That's the title of this episode. Quit.
Quit music.
Quit now. Quit now.
Get out of the way.
Quit now. If I could encourage you to quit, then quit now.
But if you hear this and you say no, fuck you.
Yep.
Then keep going.
Oh God.
That's it. Bye, everybody.
It's a wrap.
Thank you.
It's in the top right.
Yeah.